Good morning and welcome. We're here this morning to share with you something that's very important in the life of men who are preparing to become priests. As these seminarians study for the priesthood, their preparation and formation certainly takes place in the seminary where they are formed, but the formation also continues in assignments that they are given to serve in parishes, where it helps to allow their experience to become even fuller and richer. We're here today to speak a little bit to that experience. And at this point, I'm going to turn it over to one of our seminarians to pick it up from there to share what that experience is about.
Thank you. Yeah, I would say that there is a lot of things that we do learn in formation and learn from textbooks, but there are some things that we can't. And I think being here at St. George's really has helped me to recognize that. I'm especially learning how to have a pastoral heart, a shepherd's heart. Mm-hmm. And I see that and how you serve the church, but also how the people of God also serve the church.
So for me, maybe my experience is in the other side, because I am the international students. My first parish was Milford. So Milford for me is like the university of this diocese, because Milford has 4 of our 6 community. After that, so I came here in St. George's. So this parish is like my English university, my English institution, because here I couldn't improve my English. So, and also know more about our diocese.
I think I just arrived, so 2 weeks ago I arrived here, and the experience has been great, and I should combine the 2 experiences of you, one being as an international student as well, like hearing Father and his English, and he's a good storyteller, so he always tells stories and he's teaching us those stories. But also, as Peter said, we learn things here that we don't learn in the seminary, such as like getting up on time and setting up for Mass and things like that. The sacristy, and I'm doing this, so the sacristy and everything should be ready for Mass. Basic things like organizing things that we don't have that class in the seminary, but you have to be able to do in a parish, so people can have the Mass and the priest will be able to celebrate the sacraments on the Mass as well.
An assignment in a parish is one in which it helps to enhance the seminarian's expectation level, not just what he expects from the pastor, not what he expects from any other priest in the parish, not what else he would expect from the parishioners, but also what he expects of himself. And I think that this experience helps to grow that expectation, to grow it in a way in which he realizes, yes, he has a responsibility in liturgical ministry here in the sanctuary behind us. But yes, he also has a certain experience, responsibility too, to the people of the parish, as he gets to know them, as he gets to be a part of their lives, as he gets to experience what it is like living in a rectory, as he gets the experience also of developing even his prayer life in a way in which it can be encouraged by his experience in the rectory, by the people in the parish, by what goes on here in the sanctuary, all of those being very significant. And another component of that is the way in which he also comes to enhance his prayer life in the ways in which there is outreach, whether that outreach is to the needy, the outreach is to the sick, the outreach to the homebound, outreach to just people in general, just being in the environment where they're at. All of this helps to really grow that experience.
Yeah, I learned that the struggle of many priests after they're ordained is this understanding of disillusionment. But by being in the parish, we actually experience what it's like to be a priest. And we are able to be better prepared for that. And recognize like what it actually means to give yourself up to God or give yourself up to the church.
So yes, it's important. All relationship is important, not also here in our church, is in all society. It's important also when the pastor started one good relationship with the seminarians. Yeah. So I feel that here in our diocese, in particular here in St. George's, how the fathers, Father Charles, Father Nali, and you make like a good relationship with the seminarians, yeah, to help us to understand more the dynamic of our community. Is important. So in the basic the base, all things is the relationship is very important.
Indeed, I think the summer experience teaches the practicalities of the priesthood. For example, over the summer, like you can find like a ceiling who is leaking, things like that, and how the pastor is going to solve that, because as Peter said in the beginning, we don't learn those things in the seminary, how the pastor handle things with the community. This summer, of course, is a different experience for all of us, because as just Father said, like we have to have that contact with the people of God, but it's challenging to us how to reach people in those times of pandemic, doing these kind of things, videos, Zoom, like, so it's a very different type of summer, but indeed, I believe the summer experience is crucial in our priesthood because it teaches us what a life of the priest looks like in the regular basis, the daily life.
Yeah, I remember a story you told us about how there was a church filled with bats, and you didn't know how to get rid of the bats. But you talked to somebody, and they told you that you could put mothballs into stockings. And so you did that, and you tied them up to the ceiling, and the bats went away.
Yeah. So those things we don't have a class in the seminary to do. But like hearing those stories and Father Nico's experience, we can do this when we face something like that in our parish, in our assignments as a priest in the future.
Yeah.
It's nice because to be priests don't have a curriculum. Yeah, it's every day we will learn, and you teach us to be a good priest, a good pastor, and also a good man. Yeah, thank you. It's good. It's good to learn that, to make that here. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I also see that it's important how the parish manages how people's talents are used, and how you strive to get people involved. And I'm able to learn a lot from them too. You told me that, make sure that you don't do everything, because you want people to contribute to the church. And that's right. Like, we're not the star of the show, but the people of God are. And that's something that you don't get anywhere else.
True.
Yeah, I think there is a balance between being humble and being efficient. Like, you allow people to do things, you are the leader, but as you said, the priest is not the star, he just leads people. And I think this is a virtue we have to learn in our priesthood, like being humble, being the priest, being the leader, being in charge, and you do this very well, but you allow people to do things, you make committees, you make councils and everything, though we have been through a lot of meetings and boards and things, so you allow people to give an ideas, to structure things in the parish, and I think this is a big lesson for us as future priests.
Yeah. So I have one question. What is your experience with the international students or international seminarians?
Well, my experience with international seminarians has been relatively a good one. I realize, first of all, the first and foremost thing that I say about any man who's an international seminarian, you give up a lot. You come from your native country, from where your families are, and you come to a country that is really very new to you, very foreign when you first arrive. You don't know the language, you're getting familiar with the culture, and you have to do all of these things in addition to continuing to progress in your formation in the priesthood. You take on more. And I think when a pastor supervising is sensitive to this, it helps you to feel comfortable in the growth of your awareness of your language skills, your appreciation of a culture, and your formation as a priest. And in that situation, it challenges me to be more sensitive to that and more aware of how all of this needs to grow and to be cultivated and integrated well, all at the same time. It's a challenge for you, but it's also a challenge for the priest, supervisor, to remember you need to be aware of this, and you need to help the man as much as possible in his journey to the priesthood to be able to blend all of this together. That's quite a task. but it's not an impossible one. It's very, very possible. And I think that, you men certainly bring something of your cultures to us too. This isn't just about what we teach you or what we share with you. It's what you teach and share with us too. And that's true with any seminarian, but I think especially so when you're talking about seminarians who are international and coming from other cultures and other countries. As we conclude, certainly I've been a supervisor now for seminarians for about the past 13 years. But I would like to just say one thing in recognition of a brother priest who has been a supervisor a little longer than I have and is now seriously ill. I'd like to express a special word of thanks and appreciation to Father Robert Brusso, who had supervised many seminarians, has become a friend of seminarians, men who have now become priests in this diocese. Bob, though I haven't expressed this to you personally, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for your priesthood and thank you for all that you have contributed to the formation of men who have been prepared for the priesthood in this diocese. Your work certainly is something that I think will be always remembered and cherished in the hearts of the men you've touched. And for this, we thank you and we ask God's continued blessings upon you. Thank you, and God's blessings to you all.